Hello, this is John Piper with the weekend video clip, and it's Saturday the 29th of December. Just a fairly brief report today on a few sort of fairly important chart patterns that are developing at the moment. Starting with the Dow, we saw the peak back in October. We then saw a clear 5 waves down, which I've actually marked on the chart, followed by an A, B, C. So weak it failed to actually, the C wave failed to equal the A wave. So this is wave 3 starting up, and we've now got a 1, a 2, a 3, looks like a 4 now. So we've got one more leg down due to complete 5. I mean, these aren't completely mandatory, but 5 waves down would be a big worry. If we then saw a corrective move following that 5th as a wave 4, as opposed to this wave 1, that would then give us the likelihood of another sell-off, giving us a sort of fairly major 5 waves off the top. Now there are two schools of thought on the chart pattern at the moment. One school reckons the high is in here, and that we're now going down big time. The other school thinks that it's all going to be a correction, so i.e. in A, B, C, in which case that low could actually be in A, B, C, and that we're now going to see new highs, albeit perhaps after one more low. Personally, I try to keep open mind of these things. I'd rather see the action and judge it as it happens. I think there's a fair chance a peak is in, but these markets can always deliver one more surprise. So we really need to see what's actually going on before we can be too sure. Let's have a look at the form of this wave 4. Okay, looking at this wave 4, we can see a clear ABC form. The C wave, the second part, i.e. this part here, is a bit truncated, not as long as the A wave, so we might see a little bit higher prices maybe up to around there. But does it suggest that another leg down is possible? But of course a solid thrust up would dispel that view. It would look like third wave action. Now FTSE has a clear A wave at the beginning of this, so that suggests this is just a correction. B wave, and a complete 1, 2, 5 part, 3 to there, a 4, and 5 waves down to here, suggesting that this could well be the low of that move. And with the ABC here, it suggests that we could well move to new highs from here. I would say that the most likely to happen here is a corrective action, a corrective rally perhaps, maybe not even much of one, followed off by a sharp sell-off. It's quite rare that markets don't celebrate Christmas very much. So I'd give the chance of new highs on these markets about less than 30% probably. But of course we'll get more clues as the market continues to trade. So that's the whole point of analysing the market and getting feedback and judging what the best course is at any one time. But right now I think these lows are vulnerable, certainly on the Dow. Right, gold's looking quite solid now. We've got the low here, the 1, 2, the 1 of 3, the 2 of 3, and now the 3 of 3 showing a nice blow off. Good to see it above 1300. Whether it'll make it this particular move, I'm not sure. We need a fourth wave at some point. When we start to see a correction, it shouldn't go below this level here around 1, 2, 4, 3. But right now looking good. Right, Ethereum, I issued a big call on Ethereum yesterday. Reason being we've got a clear impulsive move here, followed by an A, B, C. Found support between the key 50% and 61% retracement levels, and now a sharp thrust up, again 5 waves here, all nice and clear, suggesting that this move is going to continue. Whether this is actually the key low, whether the lows are actually in on Ethereum and Bitcoin, remains to be seen. I mean, it could just be a big ABC, but if so, there should be good profit potential for that as well. I mean, it went from about 80 odd up to 160, so $80. So a move up to about 200 if possible. So $70 potential profit, and it could go a lot higher than that. My plan is to build a sort of fairly large position as this move continues. I believe it'll go out to 1,000 over the course of next year, so I think quite a lot of potential here. One thing I should mention, I use TradeView. TradeView are good, the spreads are incredible, but they are closed the weekend, so that does reduce the effectiveness of stop losses on TradeView. If you trade with IG, then you pay a much wider spread, considerably wider, but it is open over the weekend partially. So I guess you take a choice and decide what's best for you. At the moment I've got quite small positions. I'll build these up as well, if this move develops as I'm hoping, but obviously I'll be aware of what's going on, and if we do start stalling around the 50% level, where A equals C, so this is $80. So if we start stalling around 200 and we start seeing an impulsive sell-off, that would be a negative, suggesting that the low is not actually in. Ditto on Bitcoin, really a very similar pattern. The low came in here, so we've got a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. ABC4, now another 5. So a nice clear 5 waves up. A, B, a truncated C, which is not, well, it's a sign of strength. And again, we've got the 5 waves here. So ditto, the same applies there, really. I just prefer Ethereum for some reason, but so the same applies to Bitcoin, really. Just depends which one you prefer in many ways. Okay, that's all for today. If you found that interesting, useful, back to the report in the new year. All the best, a very prosperous 2019 to you all. Thank you for listening today, and bye for now.